Thanks, Neil. There's not a problem in respect of housing delivery in the market above R1 million. There's a huge problem with supplying houses under the R1 million market, and that's where we focus on, because we realize that people need accommodation and the basic accommodation. So that's why we are helping people that earn more than R3,501. And crazy enough is that we help people with that income to actually get a subsidy from the government, because they qualify for the maximum FLISP or first-time buyer subsidy, first-home finance subsidy. And they often have the assistance of an employer that can maybe provide that little bit of a hupstootjie or extra money to provide that shortfall in the purchase price. So we go get the maximum subsidy. Sometimes they even have their own savings that they can put down. So you find traditionally that the banks are shy, reluctant to give a person a home loan if you earn less than 7.5 or 7.5 rand per month. And that is where the gap lies within the gap market. We're quite involved with about 4 or 5 municipalities at the moment. And when they work out the budget to develop a house, where they even get the house or the land at a subsidized cost, which almost cost them nothing, and they just have to put the top structure on, and then they roll out a price of 750,000 rand or 650,000 rand. If you go to the platteland, if you go to the poorer communities, people don't earn that money, because to pay back the bank 7,500 rand per month, you've got to earn 3 times that amount of money. We've got to trim down to come in with properties 400,000, 300,000 rand. And that is where the Centre of Affordable Housing did this amazing study. They went to all the metro areas. I shared that information with you, and they realized that there's a huge amount of properties that are lying under the 600,000 rand threshold. And they are not developed by property developers, because developers cannot actually put a product down the market now for less than 650,000 rand. 700, 900, 1.2 million. So we need to find those properties in the secondary market that are for sale. You combine that with a government subsidy, and then you also combine it either with a home loan, assistance with an employer. You also do a rent to buy, you do installment sales. So you have to be creative, you have to be understanding the concept, and you have to listen to the person in the street or on the street to actually ask them, how can I help you? Because if I just go through the normal sausage machine of a bank, they just spit them out and they discard them. And we say, let's look at you individually. Let's panel beat your credit score a little bit. In the Bradasdorp concept in Mossel Bay, we are helping double the amount of buyers getting their foot in the door. They're living in their houses now with a 3-year rent to buy. So while they're renting, 50% of their savings are put, or their rental is put into a savings account. And after this 3-year period, you can subtract that from the purchase price. You can subtract the subsidy. We bring down the purchase price with 150,000 rand. And that changed the normal home loan applicant to a blue chip client when he one day goes to the bank and apply for a home loan. That we combine with a personal trainer, because we have to keep you fit while you are buying. Otherwise, if you just walk away, the person don't understand the concept of homeownership. And working with your magazine and yourself, we bring this education to the buyers and say, this is how you go about to own your property, but you also have a long-term plan. Buying a house is the longest investment that you will ever make. It takes you 20 years to pay it off, maybe shorter, maybe longer, but it's a big operation you're going to undertake, and that's why we hold your hand all along the way.